Flag is taken away, the lights will go to red, and racing will be underway here at Phillip Island. The Australian Grand Prix starts.
Excellent start from the two Ducatis, Troy Bayliss and Loris Capirossi, sandwiching Sete Gibernau there in the front row. And one of the Hondas has come through as well. Is it Max Biaggi who leads into the first corner? Max Biaggi from the second row in sixth place, and he runs it wide at the start, and it's Loris Capirossi, or is it Troy Bayliss who leads the way?
I think it's Capirossi that leads the way. Sete Gibernau in second place. Biaggi got a great start from the second row of the group, then ran it a little bit wide. Rossi is also in there. Down towards the hairpin they come.
Yeah, it's Bayliss who's leading the way. Nick Bayliss first. Melandri has got an absolutely fantastic start as well. Also from the second row, he's in fourth place now. So it's Bayliss from Gibernau. Melandri now to third from Capirossi, then Biaggi, then Hayden. Valentino Rossi behind his teammate.
Bayliss leads the way. Bayliss in front of his home crowd. Sete Gibernau in second place. The pack stream through, up through Siberia. Dry line certainly appearing, dry line certainly there. Troy Bayliss, he crashed twice in the morning warm-up, he crashed in qualifying, he won 2 World Superbike races here last year, and he leads the way in front of the Australian crowd as they race down towards Lukey Heights.
Into this right-hand hairpin for the first time. This is where Troy Bayliss crashed out this morning in the warm-up. Valentino Rossi already looking to make progress. He's got past Max Biaggi there, so Nicky Hayden. But Bayliss now coming around the fast left, fourth gear left-hander that comes round into the start-finish straight. The Australian on the Ducati, gap between him and Capirossi, it's 8.8 seconds. Surely Valentino Rossi is going to win this race. He's taken another second off Capirossi on that lap. This is sensational stuff from from Valentino Rossi. He's lapping under previous pole records here at the Phillip Island circuit. It's a sensational performance. Chris Burns there, the Newcastle rider, is about to get caught up by this pack. He's been lapped already by Valentino Rossi. He's just going to run that machine wide and let these guys through. But the rate that Valentino Rossi is going, he's going to win this race. He's got 5.5 laps left to go. He's taken around a second a lap off Loris Capirossi in second place. What a ride from the world champion.
Just a word for the people who are filling up the point positions. Kenny Roberts is going to get his best finish of the season if he keeps where he is. He's in 9th position. Jamie McWilliams has just been passed by Motogp and Gary McCoy, but they're all there, 10th, 11th, 12th positions. John Hopkins just behind them. They're all there in the points, and that's good work for all those teams here at Phillip Island.
All eyes now focus on the doctor. The 24-year-old Italian, Valentino Rossi. Throw what you can at him. 10-second penalties, weather, seagulls, anything else, it doesn't matter. He just goes on winning Motogp Grand Prix racing. You are just watching the master in action. He crosses the line with 5 laps to go. He could be leading the race on corrected time.
We'll wait and see. Could be after the way he's been going the last few laps. Rossi with a 1:31.655 on that lap, so getting faster and faster all the time. Capirossi a 1:32.7. Rossi takes out another second off Capirossi's time, and the gap now 9.962 seconds. Rossi within just a couple of hundredths of a second off the race lead once more.
What a race this is for third place. Toro Akara's got up the inside of Nicky Hayden, chasing Sete Gibernau. Gibernau third, Akawa fourth, Hayden 5, Carlos Checa in 6th place. This is settled now. We know this is the battle for the final position on the podium. Corrected time doesn't matter anymore, and Valentino Rossi is surely going to win this race. Sete Gibernau, and this is a great ride by Toro Akawa. Perhaps he won't be in Motogp next season, but he's certainly going out with a bang. There is the Kawasaki of Gary McCoy, who leads the way in 11th place from Jeremy McWilliams. Good points for these two riders. McCoy easily his best ride of the season in front of the home crowd, and Jeremy McWilliams improving every time out of that fourth Proton Chaos team. Behind them is a John Hopkins, behind them Noriyuki Haga, Andrew Pitts and Colin Evans. So these smaller factory teams are doing a good job against some of the bigger teams in Motogp racing.
Yeah, certainly. You're talking about Proton, they're doing well against the likes of Suzuki and Kawasaki. That's certainly the case. Of course, that machine only brought in at round 4 of this series, and it's already going quicker than their 2-stroke machine of this second last year. And it looks as though we've lost Carlos Checa. We have Carlos Checa out of the fight for the podium, and Speedway style spins his Yamaha around there, and that's not too effective. Wheel spinning across the wet grass there for Checa.
Poor old Carlos Checa, what a disappointing time he's had this season. His teammate Marco Melandri looked well set for a third place out of the race when he crashed out right This is the long left-hander that brings us back into the start and finish race. I'll bet my house on the fact that Valentino Rossi is winning this race.
He certainly is. He's winning it by 0.392 seconds. His lead over Loris Capirossi, 10.392. The 10-second penalty knocked off. That means Rossi is just in the lead, and he's still going quicker than Capirossi. A 1:31.973 from Rossi, a 1:32.403 from Capirossi. But the thing is now that what we sometimes see from Rossi is when he's built up a lead like this, over the last couple of laps he can afford to drop his times off, showboat for the crowd. He certainly can't afford to do that here.
He certainly can't. Just to remind you, he's been got 10 seconds for overtaking under a wave yellow flag. I think it was the accident of Troy Bayliss when the yellow flag was out. He overtook Marco Melandri and he's been got 10 seconds. It doesn't matter. He's got a 0.392 second advantage now over Loris Capirossi in second place. This is the battle for third place. It has raged throughout. Sete Gibernau, Toro Kawa and Nicky Hayden.
It was a collective sigh of relief in the Repsol Honda garage when he went through that time, and it was confirmed that he was leading the race. He goes past now they know he is in the lead. On the lap previously, every time he was getting closer, everyone was up on the toes, but no, he wasn't there. But this time, they could all breathe easily because Valentino Rossi is leading this race now and looks set for another victory.
Yeah, he just extended that lead to 1.290 seconds over Loris Capirossi, 11.290 seconds out there, 1.290 on the revised time. And this is going to be a real gloves-off stuff now for the fight for third place between Gibernau, Okawa and Hayden, all on 3 Hondas. Gibernau on that number 15, Okawa on the number 11, and Nicky Hayden on number 69.
All riding for different teams, all riding all so familiar, winning V5 4-stroke 990cc Hondas. Important racing, certainly for all of them, as Okawa goes at the inside there of Nicky Hayden. But a very important race for Turo Okawa. Sete Gibernau settled for next year. Nicky Hayden, I'm sure, is settled for next year. Turo Okawa, his future MotoGP is a little bit clouded. And if he can finish on the podium, that's going to do his cause an enormous amount of good.
Watch out for Nicky Hayden here as he comes up on the inside of Toro Okawa. He likes this section of the circuit over Lukey Heights as they come up into the left-hander. And then he's very strong on the brakes as they come down the hill. Let's see if he can get close enough to Sete Gibernau. I don't think he is this time. Into this right-hand hairpin. Okawa closes right up on the rear wheel of Hayden, and there you can see the gap now. That gap is going to be a bit different. It's 11.290 seconds. We told you that on the last lap. 1.290 overall. What's the gap this time?
Rossi has crossed the line. We still wait for Capirossi with 2 laps to go. He's crossing the line now. The gap, 12 seconds on the road. 2.589 seconds over corrected time. Valentino Rossi 2 laps away from his 8th Grand Prix victory of the season.
Toro Okawa and Nicky Hayden side by side into the fast right at the end of the straight. And Okawa now back up to 4th place from Hayden. Hayden around the outside of Okawa though, shuts him off. Great riding from Nicky Hayden. Hayden up to 4th. He doesn't want to let Gibernau out of his sight. Hayden has got his first Grand Prix podium in his sight with 2 laps to go, and he needs to hold off Okawa so that he can battle with Gibernau.
Round the fast left before they come up and brake for the slowest part of the course here at Phillip Island, the Honda hairpin, second gear right-hander. Gibernau safely through. They're coming up against the back markers. I think it's probably Chris Burns or David De Gea. It looks like one of the WCM machines. They're going to arrive very, very fast indeed in a minute. 1.5 laps to go. This is the battle for the last place on the podium here at Phillip Island. Sete Gibernau 3rd. Nicky Hayden looking very threatening in 4th place. And Turo Okawa just dropping off a little bit in 6th.
Watch out for Nicky Hayden now once again as they come over Lukey Heights. I said on the last lap he liked it coming into this right-hand hairpin. Will he try it on Sete Gibernau? Is he close enough? Not quite. But if Hayden can stay there for this last lap and he can hold off Toro Okawa and make sure that he doesn't concede ground in 4th place, and I would expect him to make an attack on Gibernau. If not before, then certainly at that point of the track as they come down from Lukey Heights into that right-hand hairpin.
Just a word from Marco Melandri. He led this race at a part of it. He's in the hospital. He's hurt his right shoulder. He's going for x-rays on a possible broken right leg, but they don't think it could be that bad. But he's having scans on it. Just a word from Marco.
Well, let's hope Marco Melandri is okay as this battle still rages for 3rd place. They are coming up against the back markers. I think it's Sete Gibernau's teammate they've actually had to go past. He moved out of the way very conveniently. So Sete Gibernau 3rd, Nicky Hayden 4th, Turakawa in 5th place. We just got a glimpse of a very lonely Loris Capirossi in 2nd place. Valentino Rossi is going to win the race, but who is going to finish on that 3rd step of the podium? 3/4 of a lap to go as they break for the hairpin.
Nicky Hayden is right where he wants to be. They've shaken off Turakawa on this lap, and that's just what Hayden wanted. He's right on Giovinazzi's tail, and as they come up through Siberia now, this fast left-hander that brings them up towards Lukey Heights, he will be ideally placed as they come down into that right hairpin. It would be the ideal chance for him to take Sete Gibernau and clinch his first MotoGP podium. He looks to have the extra speed as they go up over the top. Nicky Hayden is now up to 3rd. He's done it a bit early now. Sete Gibernau fights back. Has Gibernau got enough as they come round the left and down into the dip? Nicky Hayden will look to shut him off.
Certainly well down the dip they come of Lukey Heights. Hayden in 3rd place, Gibernau in 4th place. No way through there for Sete Gibernau. Valentino Rossi has won the Australian Grand Prix here at Phillip Island. 2nd place is going to go to Loris Capirossi, a lonely 2nd place for the Ducati ride. Who is going to take that final position on the podium? Capirossi crosses the line now in 2nd place. Is it Hayden or Gibernau?
It looks like it's going to be Hayden. Gibernau looking for the slipstream as they come down the straight, but Hayden has the speed. Hayden